During Ebola, the government said no car should move. Everybody in the house. COVID is sorry. But Ebola also seems to be similar. During the COVID, and we dared say to ask our donors, you have been helping us, but when we want to die, can you also help us? He said yes. And we said, since the government has said no, can't move, can we go there and ask permission? They gave us a certificate for movement. It is amazing. Clap for the government. And this stuff, they went everywhere where our partners are. Kasana, BDPD, Ndamira, maybe everywhere. And meeting these people in the dioceses, risks. For us, Caritas is there. Christ tomorrow is going to begin suffering, and then on Friday they will kill him. For you Muslims, who will accompany us. Christ is going to be killed on next Friday. So if we identify with him, we must not be afraid of death in serving people. So I want to thank my staff. This is what Caritas is. Actually, it was a test. And I want to tell you frankly, where I live with the police. They told me, don't bring, what is that thing again? Why forget it? COVID. Don't bring COVID here with your staff. I said, if I can die in BDPD, please, let me die there. With these few words, Caritas, the Spirit, the life of Christ, in everywhere, as the Archdiocese told us in the church, Christ is everybody, in everybody, including this. I was in the mind of a sheikh. Did you help him? And if I didn't, they said, take this direction. Otherwise, sit down and everybody okay. Later on, we're going to thank these people with something. His Grace is going to thank them for the long service they've had. Master of Ceremonies, I think I was the shortest person to give the speech. Thank you so much.
Monsignor, I think you will give him a more thunderous clap. Before I invite the administrator to come and administrators, please, Sanyu, can you give us just a clip? very much. Sanyu once again, with all the humility, Monsignor, allow me to invite you to come and address your people.
Very visible. Thanks so much. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters here present. Dear Your Excellency, the chairperson of the Caritas Justice and Peace Commission in Uganda, Archbishop John Baptist Ndamira, and who has also been the main celebrant during our Thanksgiving Mass for the Golden Jubilee of Caritas in Uganda, Msgr Francis Ndamira, the National Caritas Director. I think you can also allow me to call you the outgoing National Caritas Director, and your entire staff that you have just introduced to us, the Caritas Director, Caritas Casanensis, Father Hilary Muheza, the Caritas Fraternity, including the directors from all the 19 Catholic dioceses in Uganda, the women coordinators from the various dioceses, the politicians here present, the religious leaders here present, among whom I would like in a special way to recognize the district card, Sheikh Mulindwa Ramadan, and I will talk more about him in my speech. The honorable members of parliament here present, as far as I know, I've seen Honorable Sekitoleko, I think he's around, who has also been doubling as the co-chairperson of the organizing committee of this event. The clergy here present, and as I've been requested, I will introduce the clergy belonging to Kasana Luwero Diocese, religious men and women, the faithful, the farmers, and all people of God from within and outside Kasana Luwero Diocese. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome you all here at the headquarters of Kasana Luwero Diocese. You're most welcome. As I've said, I will be talking more about the district card. Is newly installed on the 19th of this month. He was installed the district card of Luwero. Congratulations. And before that, he had been acting as the acting district cadi. He was confirmed as the district cadi on the 19th. And he had invited the president of the Republic of Uganda to come, but he was unable, and he sent the Prime Minister to be the guest of honor on that event. And on our part, as Kasana Luwero, we kindly requested Father Simon Peter Sesanga, who is our Director for Ecumenism in the diocese, to represent us on that occasion. You are most welcome Sheikh Mulindwa Ramadan. Before I go further, allow me to introduce to you the clergy from Kasana, Luwero, whom I say I'm not working alone as a diocesan administrator, but we've worked together during this situation of having no bishop, commonly known as sede vacante, and we have tried our best. Amongst them, we have the Curia members, some of the Curia members, and also the Board of Consultants members. So let me begin with Father Hilary Muheza, who is our Diocesan Director for Caritas, and is a Curia member. We have Father Joseph Kakoza, who is also doubling as a Curia member and also Board of Consultants, and at the same time represents the coordinator of the BLI activities in the diocese. We also have Father Peter Masembe Mukasa, who is the Diocesan Health Coordinator, and he resides here in the Pastoral Center. He's our new director for the Pastoral Center. We have Father Jude Masembe, who has been our projects coordinator and also director for the projects desk and also in charge of Mulunjo Farm, and is the one actually who is going to replace Father Hilary Muheza. Don't know whether I've skipped any other person. Can kindly assist me? Yeah, those were Curia members. But allow me to elaborate more that apart from those two groups that I've just mentioned about, the Curia members and the Board of Consultants, we also have a very wonderful team, successful team of the clergy and the religious and the laity, with whom we have worked together to ensure that everything goes well, goes smoothly in our dioceses, in our diocese. Amongst them, we have the parish priest of Katikamu here, Father Achilles Monica, and we also have Father Matthias Joga, who has changed his address from Ndamira parish as curate and going to Nandere as parish priest. These represent, maybe I could also mention the Saba Christo, with whom we have worked so hard to ensure that everything goes on smoothly, is representing the laity. We are glad to host you as you participate in the 13th National Caritas Week and the Caritas Uganda Golden Jubilee celebrations. Congratulations, Caritas Uganda, upon the 50 years of existence. The 50th anniversary celebration signifies love. As the meaning of the word Caritas that has been spread for these many years, we thank you so much, Caritas. And as the National Director for Caritas said, you've touched so many people's lives, so many people's hearts, and you have also put a smile on their faces. We sincerely and greatly appreciate. And so we celebrate this great landmark with a great joy and enthusiasm for the great success that has been achieved and realized in the lives of God's people without discrimination. Thanks so much. Here in Kasana Luwero, we do more of agriculture, can call it farming. And the theme for this year's Caritas Week has been, anyone who does not work shall not eat, as St. Paul tells us in his second letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 3, verse 10. It is befitting to encourage us to even do more for not only subsistence, but for commercial purposes. You have instilled in us, by choosing this theme, the impetus, the zeal, the enthusiasm for us to even work harder if we are to eat. I greatly commend those who came up with this initiative so many years ago on a global level, when the name Caritas Internationalis was adopted. We also followed suit here in Uganda. After all Episcopal conferences were asked to adopt the name Caritas for the Catholic charities. And here in Uganda, as we've been already informed, this name was adopted in 1971. And this was the start of a new approach to change for the better the lives of the people we serve as the Catholic Church. This has been witnessed in all the 19 Catholic dioceses in Uganda. Here in Kasana, Luwero, we have so many people whose livelihoods have been touched, as Caritas extends services in line with humanitarian necessities, agriculture, health, and the environmental protection, especially in Nakaseke and in Nakasongola districts, where we always have long dry spells that have seen a serious impact resulting from the adverse effects of climate change. As we host the 13th National Caritas Week, allow me, in a special way, to commend the late Archbishop Cyprian Chistolwanga, the pioneer bishop of this diocese, who was also the president of Caritas Uganda at a certain stage. We sincerely appreciate his efforts. We've already remembered him, especially during Mass, and we shall still remember him as a great man. We are here because of the initiative he started in 2009 when he introduced the Caritas Week. He wanted to see that charity is enhanced in our country by having all directors of Caritas, together with the women coordinators from all the 19 dioceses in Uganda, gather and share ideas to achieve that goal. This is wonderful. As I told you earlier on, that apart from what we are experiencing now, the business part of the Caritas department, but it was also a moment for us, an opportunity for us to renew our acquaintances. I have an OB here, Father Michael Mukasa, Father Dr. Michael Mukasa, the director of Caritas Kinamitiana. I take long to him. I take long to see him. This is an opportunity for him to meet again the various directors from the various dioceses, like Father Ogo and the rest who come from different dioceses. So let us use this opportunity to always come together and make sure you don't miss each time you are called upon. I'm very assured that as we host you from Tuesday, the 28th, up to Palm Sunday, which is tomorrow, we are to come up with way forwards that will see the growth of charity in our various dioceses. Our sincere thanks go to those who have supported us in the various ways to make the National Caritas Week and the Golden Jubilee celebrations a success. We appreciate your financial support, the advices you have been giving us, your time, and active involvement and sacrifices that you have made to make this occasion a success, and in particular today as we mark our Golden Jubilee for the Caritas in Uganda. Shortly before we came to this venue, I came across our Honorable Member of Parliament, Sechitoriko. He apologized for having come late. He told me, I've come late, I missed Mass. But I almost missed Mass. But I've brought 9 million more from the members of Parliament who were not able to give it in time. So we sincerely thank you, all those who have supported us in the various ways that I've mentioned. Thanks so much, Your Grace, Archbishop John Baptist Odama, and again in your capacity as the chairman of the Caritas Justice and Peace Commission on the Uganda Episcopal Conference, for accepting to come from heaven, Gulu, to the land of the sun, Kasana, and to preside over this Thanksgiving Mass as we commemorate the 50 years of Caritas in Uganda. Thanks so much. Thanks everybody for honoring and gracing this occasion with your physical presence. We sincerely appreciate. I wish you, maybe people are wishing you this. Thanks so much, the culture group that has been entertaining us. Thanks everybody for your input. I wish you a good, blessed and fruitful Caritas week as we end it tomorrow here in Kasana, Luwero, and today a joyous Golden Jubilee celebration. It is your day, like I said the other day. Let us always aim high. Long live Caritas Casanensis, long live Caritas Uganda, long live Caritas Internationalis. Let the sky be the limit of our activities. The Lord be with you. Thanks so much.
Let us give him a more thunderous clap. Thank you very much, Administrator of Kasana Luwero Diocese, for the wonderful words.
Your Grace, the Archbishop of Gulu, John Baptist Odama, at the same time, the Chairman for the Commission of Caritas, Justice and Peace, at the same time, the President of Caritas, Uganda, Justice and Peace, Msgr Francis Xavier Mpanga, the Diocesan Administrator of Kasana Luwero, Msgr Francis Ndamira, our National Director, the Monsignors who are here, I recognize you, our area MP, I also acknowledge your presence, the directors of Caritases and the women coordinators of the dioceses present, the representative of the NGOs, if you are here, you acknowledge, all the development partners, or all our donors, we acknowledge your presence, the religious leaders who are also here, the religious leaders, men and women who are also here, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. I am called John Bosco Komakej Aludi, the Director of Caritas Archdiocese of Gulu, and at the same time, I'm the representative of all the directors and the women coordinators in the Commission of Caritas Uganda, Justice and Peace. Your Grace, this position was not done in a rush. We also carried out election, and it was through secret ballot. I want to be very clear on this. I accepted the decision of the people, especially Caritas directors and the women coordinators, to represent them, the position which I am happy taking it forward from 2014 up to now. Dear delegates and all the invited, I would like to invite you to read the magazine that we have given to you. My message is in it, and other messages which are also there. Your Grace, allow me to pass a message of appreciation to the following. The first one, to Kampala Ecclesiastical Province, for in the first place accepting to host us here, and also making this occasion a meaningful one. Kampala Ecclesiastical Province, thank you so much. The second point, Your Grace, allow me also thank sincerely Monsignor Francis Xavier Mpanga for accepting that all the Caritas directors and women coordinators come for this occasion here for the Caritas Week, and secondly to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of Caritas Uganda in Kasana, Luwero. Monsignor, we are so grateful. And for that matter, the position you hold, I would like to commit that I will say 1 decade of rosary for you. And I also call upon all people who are here. Let us also see him get promoted. I don't know the big position, but I'm glad to be promoted. I'm not a prophet, but I'm speaking this during daytime when His Grace the Archbishop is also listening. It is so wonderful to have Monsignor Xavier, because I understand that the national celebration for Youth Day was also here in Kasana, Luwero. I'm not so sure. So organizing these two events is not easy. Another point, allow me to talk briefly about Monsignor Francis Dr. Ndamira. This man you see here is a very developmental person. Monsignor, you are a great man. We thank you for that. Monsignor Francis Ndamira is a man of big heart. Why am I saying like that? He has touched the life of so many people, including me. He has moved to many villages in Uganda. When you go to Gulu, the deepest place called Amuru, the remotest place when you come to a Chuli sub-region, Amuru, he has been there commissioning iron sheets, not the stolen one, of course. We are grateful for him. I was in Garamba, that was the assignment given to me. Monsignor Francis Ndamira visited us there, and he also slept in these, they are called tents. That is the big heart I'm talking about. So, Monsignor, you have done your part. The success we are mentioning here today, without the successor, would be a failure. I also want to thank you that before you left the office, you are ensuring that there is somebody to take your mantle. I congratulate you upon that sincere heart. Members who are here, allow me also recognize one gentleman that worked tirelessly with Monsignor. That is Mr. Vincent Sebuchu. He's here with us. Thank you for standing up. I'm the director of Caritas Uganda for many years, supporting Monsignor. So thank you for joining us in the celebration of the 50 years. I'm so grateful. As I'm going to conclude, allow me to talk briefly about good governance. Dear Grace, any institution which is not properly coordinated, which is not properly followed, has no trend of accountability, it's a doom. Any institution that does not network is not a good one. I am proud to say that Caritas Uganda has emphasized to all the Caritas in the different dioceses to have this structure existing. Not only existing, but functional. So I am so happy that for me in Gulu, that Bishop is here, we have a very functional board. And at the same time, I'm at the board of directors of Caritas Uganda. Sometimes I get confused when they say all the staff of Caritas Uganda to stand up, I also stand up. I don't know what kind of spirit. You never know. Maybe tomorrow I will also end up there. I'm not saying that you pray for me so that I become one. I am comfortable where I am. As I conclude, allow me to make this brief sort of announcement or information. In the ecclesiastical province of Gulu, we have our association which is called Ganal, Gulu Archdiocese, Nebi, Arua, and Lira. It is a very strong movement led by His Grace, who is here. Annually, we have what we call Provincial Prayer Peace Week. And this Provincial Prayer Peace Week is done rotational, and it brings people from different walks, the different religious leaders, the politicians, the cultural institutions, the Catholics, and the Anglicans, and people from the refugee, they also join us. And His Grace has told us that next year, this celebration will be in Gulu. So I also, in my capacity as the director of Caritas, Gulu Diocese, I invite you, but more will be mentioned by him. Lastly, it is like God chosen. I'm the representative of the directors of Caritases in Uganda in the commission. And at the same time, aware that we do this Caritas Week in a rotational way. Next year, Your Grace, the Caritas Week will be in the ecclesiastical province of Gulu. And without hesitation, it will be in maybe Catholic Diocese. I wanted to make this announcement known. There's no competition, we do it in a rotational way. So, Your Grace, we are here, very eager to receive the crucifix and the candle. We are going to magnify the candle bigger than that one of Kasana Luwero. Allow me conclude by saying, Your Grace, I would like to, on behalf of all the directors of Caritas in the different dioceses, to pledge a commitment to cooperate with you under your governance, and also to follow a sense of direction that you will give us. I know very soon we are going to have the commission meeting this month. Next month. This month of April. Today is the 1st of April, which is the World Fool's Day, but we are already past. So the commission meeting will be this month. of April. And Your Grace, I would like to mention one thing. That Monsignor seated next to you, Monsignor Ndamira, he deserves a medal for the good work he has done. And on behalf of all the directors and women coordinators, I will make this message known to the Commission that we cannot just see the old man just walk like that. He needs a medal from us, and secondly, something for retirement. Let him also go home happy. He has already told us that he's not a poor man, but still, something little for him will be important. I conclude by saying, congratulations, Kampala Ecclesiastical Province, congratulations, Kasana Luwero, and congratulations, Father Hilary, for taking the mantle of Monsignor. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. His Grace to talk to us. My sincere apologies for 2 oversights I made. As I was introducing the priest belonging to Kasana Luwero, there is one who is rightly in front of me but had been hidden by that decoration. Father Charles Wanga Senkungu is also one of us. Thanks so much. And again, I've been informed Father Ponsian Sonko is around. He's been feverish, yeah, that one. Father Sonko, I introduced you. I introduced the Curia members and board members, and you're not around at that time, but he belongs to both the Curia and also he's a board of consulta. At the same time, the diocesan treasurer and also the treasurer of this event, this activity. The other oversight I made was to introduce again Father Matthias Joga, who has been the diocesan chairperson for the central organizing committee of this event. Now another one comes in to introduce our Caritas board members. Kindly stand up for recognition. Those 2. They have come to represent the others, and I'm sure Father Hilary will talk more about them. He's not going to talk. No. Father Mukasa. Oh, sorry. Another oversight I made. Father Mukasa, Father Dr. Michael Mukasa, he's been the chairperson of the organizing committee on the Central Ecclesiastical to deliver your speech to the congregation here, to the audience here before you. Thanks so much.
Sometimes I have funny protocol. One was this morning in the church. The other one which I use very common when I'm addressing international community. I have very short one. Namely, dear brothers and sisters, in God, in Christ, in case you don't believe in any of this, at least in humanity. That is, I think, after the UN protocol, where they want to address the chair and the rest as gentlemen and women, or women and gentlemen, have decided to branch a little. I already had the comprehensive address this morning in the church. Now, I'm going to have something in brief. I may contradict, but it's good also sometimes to contradict. Our National Caritas Director, the Diocesan Administrator of Kasana Luwero, Caritas delegates, diocesan directors, and diocesan women representatives from the 19 Catholic dioceses of Uganda, staff from the Caritas National Office, all other invited guests. Among the distinguished invited guests, I have to include this, although I had not put it there, but God made it to happen. Our brother, the district caddy of Luwero. Allow me to insert congratulations to you. We will be very frequently saying Salam Alaikum. Very good. So we congratulate you for being a part of this occasion. Members of Parliament who are here, civil and government agencies, civil society organizations, private sector foundations, and all you ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this celebration on the behalf of the Caritas Justice and Peace Commission, and on my own behalf. It is a great honor for me to be here with you the first time, and this will be like my maiden speech. That's why the maiden speeches are supposed to be short, not long. You will feel it whether I'm long or short as we continue. This celebration of the National Golden Jubilees and also the existence of Caritas in Uganda, and also as we crown the 13th National Caritas Week, thank you for coming, to you all. As we celebrate this day, may we continue to thank God for granting us this long-awaited moment since 2020, the year which would have been exactly 50 years from the birth of Caritas Uganda. The National Golden Jubilee celebration would have been in Hoima Diocese that year, but it was not possible because of the occurrence of COVID-19 pandemic, and at the time, the consequential lockdown in the country, which prohibited mass gatherings. So let us be grateful to God for this day. And I thank very much the host province of today, which is Kampala province, but with you, the host here now for the 13th National Caritas Week, especially the Diocese of Kasana Luwero, who is hosting this celebration. May you give them that great applause for the successful celebration. I did not put that in my address that we should clap. But it is very, very basic. That somebody who has done well needs surely appreciation. Give them another applause, please. And at home, for a boy, they would say, give 3 claps. For the girl, there should be 4. I don't know now which one I should be called for. You have given 2 already. Give 1 more. And that is for the boy. And because we are also honoring the women group, we give the 4th one. Thank you. What purpose does this Golden Jubilee have? What does it have for us? It is a moment, as we said, to thank God for calling us to share in His nature. Love. God is love. We know this very well from St. John's Gospel. Caritas is in Latin. We thank Jesus for allowing us to share in His mission, bringing glad tidings to the poor. Here, they say great minds match. And this was also quoted by the National Caritas Director, Luke chapter 4, verse 18. This is the reason for which Caritas, which it was founded and must never be forgotten. Love. God is love. I did not put this here, but I want to add, because you know the brain continuously progresses. Sometimes it happened, John Paul II, I don't want to match myself with him. He's a saint. I'm just a poor sinner here on this earth. He one time gave 2 speeches at a go. One was spontaneous, the other was written. And I think here we have this occasion to say this. I've been preaching it already to very many people, and I want to repeat it. You see this bottle? It is called here Joy, and on it is written 500 milliliters. If you see it from whichever angle you are in, it is just filled up with what? Water. Imagine that you are who you are, but filled with love instead of just the water. But you are full with the water, which is called love. Love. And Jesus said it also. Our former or better director quoted it, St. John 10:10. I've come so that you may have what? Life, and have it to the full. The same statement actually implies if you have the life of God, you must have it, the love. And that love must be what? Full. And He wants this for every human being, every human person. That's why I include always, when these days I'm addressing the children, the babies in the womb. Babies, you are there now. You also are filled with the love God has for you to the full. Each one of us here is filled with God's love to the full. Now, what can easily happen is this. You can just keep this like that closed throughout. Never pour it to quench the thirst or to water the living things. And that will be a blunder for us humans. Caritas is instead awakening us, hey, What are you doing with the love God has for you? Why don't you use it for loving others, and especially those who feel God hates them? No, that should not be the case. All should be there. And we are supposed to promote this among ourselves, humanity. We all are one kind, humankind. Why should we not spread it? And we have problems sometimes due to what I call limitations. We limit this to language, to place, to color, to religion, to whatever status. We say it is only for this group. That is where humanity falls. Now, so it is an occasion today, number 2, is an occasion, a time of evaluation, comparing our service to the service of Christ, since its mission is we are sharing. Where we have drifted away, we need to say sorry to the Master. These celebrations also come within the holy season of Lent and a period of repair of our damaged relationship with God and our neighbor. And here I wanted also to put it very nicely. God arranged, as the Christians are soon to end their Lenten season, He has also asked the Muslims to start what? Ramadan. Thank you for that. Thank you. So that when the Christians are finishing, the Ramadan also continues to remind, hey, the poor are there. We should support them. We should never forget this. So it is a moment to pledge our unity also and the renew of our commitments. Number 3, 50 years is a span which should manifest maturity. Therefore, this is time we need to announce Caritas to all humanity, to embrace all humanity. You remember when we were at the government headquarters up there, I hope I'm pointing it correctly, because certain times when you are in a new place, you misdirect the mind of the people in the wrong direction. I think the government headquarters is this side. Is that okay? We went there and I announced, I told, before I said a word there, I told Monsignor, I said, I'm going to say Caritas is for humanity. And that was how I started it, isn't it? Yes. So we move in that part. Through the involvement of all, we need to engage all families, since humanity is the biggest family here on earth and is composed of the many particular families. There is a need to educate members of each family through the many various means about the benefits of having them as agents of Christ's mission to the poor, Caritas agents. The story of this was very well elaborated by Monsignor. Thank you for all what you have done, including, that was very strange. You were appointed to go and minister food to the rebels. I don't know how to express it, but you did it. You did it, and you did according to the mission of Christ, and also to the refugees, and all this. So each member becoming concerned and responsible for the other. This can then be shifted to other neighboring families, and later to the biggest family, humanity. So Caritas, love or charity, is a call for every person. No one is too rich not to receive anything, and no one is too poor to what? To give to any person. This is a quotation from Mother Teresa of Calcutta. So family involvement will transform the face of Caritas Uganda, and it will transform the first face of the Catholic Church and of all humanity. May the heads, number 4, the heads of Caritas in the different dioceses and all staff of Caritas, this celebration is a moment to evaluate your inspiration, motivation for work. What are you giving as inspiration? And what are you making as a motivation to inspire? So you do all this. Are you just driven by a sense of duty, or which is at the end will merit you good reputation, or is it promotion and a good monetary payment? Is this your inspiration? Then at one point it will drift you off the example set by Jesus for his mission. This is because it will breed unhealthy competitions, striving for power, striving for personal gain, hypocrisy, nepotism, tribalism, and so on. At the end, we shall not be able to sacrifice ourselves for God's people in dire need. Otherwise, your inspiration should be consciousness of your service as a vocation. Consciousness of your service as a vocation. A vocation to love, Caritas, which is the essence. It will enable you to offer selfless love as Jesus did on that cross. We are being put here. That cross is a mission, and it must spread like light to the others. That is what it means. It will enable you to create comfort zone for those living in discomfort, but not to look for comfort zones. To sacrifice yourselves to care for creation. And this is a part of it which Pope Francis makes us. We have one earth and is our mother. We must also take care of it. This is a part of our care for creation, but not to exploit it. 5, it is time to realize that Caritas is a vocation which needs collaboration. We cannot do it alone. And I like the spirit. The Caritas Uganda has been spreading. All the dioceses are represented here. At least that was what I was told. This is a very beautiful thing to do. Instead of getting, for example, Kasana Luwero remaining by itself here, may not know what is happening in, for example, Kampala. It may not know what is happening to the next diocese, maybe Ginger, the other one, and so on. Instead, with the rotation, we are moving every corner of this country. Every corner. Not just to go and satisfy our curiosity of geography, but rather to make friendship, to make relationship, to build ourselves together. What a wonderful opportunity, and which is being realized. Thank you, Monsignor, for promoting this among the people. Here we have the small Christian communities. So we start with the families, Christian communities, chapels, parishes, societies, dioceses, civil and government leaders, private sectors, etc. God has endowed us with all we need for good and dignified living according to the way He created us in this very image. We are the image of Him. I've been joking with the people. I don't know whether you'll catch the joke. The joke is this. It happened to me when I was made a rector at a local room, but we were staying in Katigondo. The father's house, the rector's house, it was very simple. There was a shower room the other side and the bedroom this side. And as you could go from the bedroom, you would throw towel on his shoulder and go for a shower and then come back. But there was in the middle a mirror, a big mirror. So when I went, I didn't bother about the mirror. After having a shower, I was coming back. And as I came, I just passed in front of this mirror. The image I was in caught my attention. I said, oh, LRA from Gulu now has followed me out to here. What is this? So I picked courage to go a little bit behind and find out who was that image I saw in the mirror. I did a very funny gesture there. I looked in the mirror. I wanted to see the liveliness of that image. I decided to touch my right ear. I saw it on the left. Then I said, let me try also the left. I saw the left was on the right. And I touched my left eye, it was on the right. And then the right on the left. Then I said, what is happening here? But this is myself. I'm the one here now. Why this problem? Because I had fear of the rebel being in the image there. I saw myself as an enemy. Then when I came out, after having dressed in my room, I came out. The first person I saw, I looked at the face, I looked at the eyes, I looked at the ears. I found that my left ear was the right ear of the other one. And the other one also on the opposite. The eye, the other part. The other thing, this part. I said, hey, what has happened? Where is the mirror which has converted me now in another person there? Then after some thought, I said, oh, God is the mirror. God is the mirror who converted my image into my fellow human being. I see as my image in the mirror, which is God. I ask you to do small exercise. Turn to your nearest neighbor. Watch, where is it? The right eye on your brother, and the left ear, where is it? Have you seen that one? Have you? In any case, that is for a thought. You can reflect about it. And go tonight to see yourself in the mirror. And then compare that with the human being, physical human being, where you saw what you are seeing in the mirror as a reality. And that is something for homework. So please, here we are. So we have all this. We are bringing the different cultures and the different individualities together. Apart from our geographical locations, cultures, skills, and so on, and seeing ourselves as together. We would wish them to help live like the community of believers in Jerusalem who had no needy person, because the art of sharing, which is Caritas, quoted in Acts chapter 4, verse 32 to 35, we should all work as one body, through with different parts, although different parts. And then therefore, we rest, as Paul was putting it, we can become self-reliant as a community of believers in the church, together. These 5 points, thanking God for calling us to share in the mission of love, evaluating our work to see whether we are still faithful within the mandate, orientating our spirituality motivation to ourselves, with Caritas lastly, seeing Caritas as a vocation which needs collaboration of all enough. I once again want to thank, but before I do that, I want to take this. I had not put it here in my address, but I thought it was useful and very important that in my maiden speech, I must make it official. We shall thank him later, this one. We shall thank him later as bishops. I will plead what the chair of the, what do they call it? Yes, I will plead that one in case you can remind me. Yeah, because you are there now. So I want to take officially that Father Hilary, whose name you know more than I do, has been appointed by the Bishops' Conference to succeed Monsignor Francis Ndamira as the National Director. That is wonderful. Thank you very much. And it is not the time for me to say farewell to Monsignor Francis Ndamira. No, I only have announced the news that he has now a successor. And you saw how he embraced him so warmly. Why don't you clap again? I think that is an example for us. When you are living, don't say, as somebody did in one place, before he went away, he was appointed in another place. He said his successor cannot come and enjoy the banana plantation and all this. He went and chopped all the banana plantation down. And even he collected oh, it was terrible. He collected the furniture in the room and left the room empty for his successor. Then when the news reached the bishop said, "You are not transferred anywhere, you remain here." But I know it is not with the Monsignor. Instead, he is now mentoring his successor. We have given him time to mentor his successor. And officially, he will give the handover to us next June. So, pray for their intimacy to grow deeper and deeper. And we are congratulating, therefore, Father Hilary. You had clapped for him. Clap again, another one. Oh, yes. And then you will clap for Monsignor Ndamira also 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. And he has requested me to bless them. That is another inspiring point. So please, as you embrace each other, you have already done so. Okay. We now ask the Lord to bless them. Almighty God, these are your agents of promoting your love among the people. We have gathered here to celebrate the fruits of the work of one of your servants, Monsignor Ndamira, and now the new one is coming, and they've accepted to collaborate in making this a success. I therefore ask you to bless them. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Yes. Very good. So this is a very beautiful message. With that, I have the second, what do they call it, responsibility. I've been asked to make the presentation of the... Oh, I will give gift first. Yes, I've been asked by the Caritas director, because he's still in the chair. He's the one who is there. We follow the program. Let me stop there. Otherwise, I'm overshadowing the MC, who is supposed to guide us in the... Thank you. That is my conclusion to the speech. May God bless all of you and be effective.
Office to come and give some gifts for these 50 years. Those who have committed themselves very tirelessly to read their names, and then it's